Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Loving each other.
Find Nina, Brack, Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who's you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyanda.
And this is episode 398, y'all.
It's 399.
399, y'all. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. I don't know where the K went. The K didn't left. That motherfucker gone.
It ain't coming back no more.
He ain't coming back. No, it's 398.
Oh, is it 398?
Yeah, you got me over here looking all crazy and shit. Episode 398. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black
with no K.
With no K.
You want caffeine?
No, I'm on some tea.
You such a light. You gonna tell the people how you steep your tea?
Sure.
How you steep it?
I just put the loose teas in the water, and I got a little filter.
Oh my god!
And I just pour it out. Yeah,
you do cold brew.
I'm cold brewing tea.
Okay.
If y'all niggas can do it for coffee, why I can't do it for tea?
Is it taste good? Do it be bitter?
It don't be bitter.
What's your signature flavor now?
Oh man, Aldi got this black
who got
tea.
It?
Aldi.
Come on. So, who put you on that?
Aldi has a watermelon black tea. It's almost equivalent to the Trader Joe's one. It's good as fuck.
It's just watermelon. Is another flavor.
It's watermelon black.
Anyway, Near said I'd be long-winded on my check-ins.
Live your life. Just live your life.
I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. Who is that? The young lady on Instagram. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and black. What'd she say?
Oh, you talking about Lineezy?
Yeah. How'd she say it? What's her intro?
It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black.
I think she got something special coming out for the Juneteenth. I think she partnered with Facebook.
Yeah.
And she got like a poem or a short
I hope
story.
so. Lineezy be killing it.
Well, I was late to finding her. I was like, who cousin is this? This is amazing.
Y'all, you ain't know about Lineezy? Oh, she fire.
Oh, how you find out about her?
Instagram.
Never mind. So what's going on with me? Now I'm saying I got to keep it short and sweet and to the point. Y'all, we had to give Mabel some Benadryl. I was working late. You know, I'm pulling my little different hours at work. And then here come my mama. Yo, dog, is something wrong with Mabel? You're so busy working. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with Mabel. I had to clean her eyes. It done glued shut. I said, what? It done glued shut and it done swole up. How does it do both? Can it do both? Then I looked at her. I said, oh, shit, she is got something wrong with her. Mabel done caught the allergies from Michigan, y'all. You know, she a poodle breed, and she always got little allergies on the back of her. And just so y'all know, Mabel morning routine is she takes supplements. She, like her mom and her daddy, we believe in wellness supplements for all people and animals in the house. So in the morning, she takes some allergy supplement that's supposed to help calm it down. And then what's the other type of pill she take now?
She takes some glucosamine for her joints.
Because you know poodles, little toy poodles, they got the known for their knees popping out of socket. And so we ain't ready to pay that bill yet. So every morning she be taking her allergy medicine, and then she take her glucosamine. Is that what's called?
Yep,
then we go for her walk. Then we come back. Then we drink some ice water. Yes, it got ice in it with a little splash of her mouthwash in it. But last night they did it. And I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm looking online, got some vet advice. They said, just give her some Benadryl. I said, listen, Benadryl take me out the game. What is it going to do to an 11-pound dog? I was nervous, but everywhere I looked, it was there. They got a little vet hotline with the insurance that we got for her. I talked to the vet, told her the symptoms, sent the little picture, and they was like, oh yeah, it looks like she just having an allergic reaction or some allergies, and she new to the area. I said, yes, Michigan is literally everyone cuts the grass. Neram, can you talk about how everybody cut the grass?
These motherfuckers cut the grass every goddamn day.
Did it get to you?
Yes. I was on the phone with somebody. I started coughing and shit.
I
was like a blade of grass and got in my throat.
Where it go there?
In the back of my throat. I'm like, and then maybe, I said, God damn.
And they was like, yeah, give her some Benadryl. And what the dosage is supposed to be is 1 milligram per pound of dog. So Mabel right around at 10 to 12. So I was like, okay, if we get her 10 milligrams, she'll be okay. But I was like, dang, usually you can just break it in half. The pill, because usually the pill's about like 25 or so, and give it to her. But all we had was like some baby Benadryl. But you're not supposed to give them the baby or kids Benadryl with the dye and all that type of stuff in it. So I had to go find a Benadryl, baby Benadryl with no dye or nothing in it. That's basically literally just clear fluid. We done did all this. I'm thinking I'm going to use her syringe I use for her CBD. Because, you know, Mabel, I guess she got a lot going on. She got a CBD oil that we give her when she get anxious or when it's thundering or it's fireworks. But that motherfucker's only 1 milliliter because you ain't supposed to give him a lot of CBD. But I'm supposed to give her 10 milliliters.
So you supposed to give her 10 of those?
You know how our dog gonna react. How do I give her the CBD? How she be acting, Nero?
You be putting it down her throat.
So it ain't no misunderstanding. We ain't wasting this CBD oil. I was like, I can't do that 10 times. I did it like twice. I was like, this ain't gonna work. Do you know I took the cup and just opened her mouth and I just poured it? And Mabel was like, I was like, don't try. I thought I was waterboarding her.
You were.
What do you think she was going through?
What the fuck?
And then we got a warm rag, cleaned her eyes, all that type of stuff. Literally in 10 minutes, she was asleep.
Meanwhile, where was I at when all this happened?
Sleeping good. I guess on your own Benadryl. And on top of this, I didn't get off work the night before till what, about midnight?
I don't know what time you
1
got
in the
off work.
morning?
Because I asked you for a cup of water and I still ain't got it.
I had it by my nightstand. I drank it.
You drank the water? Because it was hot up there. And I was like, well, I'll just get the water when she comes.
And who sleep?
I woke up
For it
the
to be
next day.
hot, you was awfully comfortable.
I woke up the next day.
Yeah.
Mad about my water. My mouth all dry and shit. Throat dry. Why ain't nobody bring me no water?
No, tell me your react. Meanwhile on the ranch, Mabel been asleep all day. What was your thought? Could you tell something was different maybe when you
Yeah,
woke
because
up?
I said, what's wrong with her? I said, she's not eating. Because she wouldn't eat her treats.
Yeah.
Her little medicines.
Yeah.
I said, what's wrong with her? And she had allergic reaction last night. I had to give her some Benadryl. I said, you gave her some Benadryl?
Yeah.
What? Where was I at? Sleep. Oh, 10% daddy. Oh, sorry ass nigga. I said,
I didn't say all that.
oh, 10% sorry ass nigga. I said, what the hell? I was asleep. At my point exactly. You should have been up with me and Mabel.
You heard her barking and sneezing and all. You know how Mabel sounds when she do her reverse sneeze. How she be loud in there? Sound like it's gunshots.
I said, I ain't hear nothing.
And then on top of that, what aggravated her, you know, it's summertime in Detroit. So you know what the niggas is starting up. Fireworks and gunshots. We don't know the difference. It was hilarious. Mabel was laid down in the living room floor and somebody ran off with a firework. It was like, pat, pat. Oh, we don't got gunshots, do we? It was like, pat, 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 pat. Hit your... Mabel turned her head, ran to the door and like jumped on it. It was like, bitch. I said, yeah, this together, honey. Like this in California, they ain't used to starting fireworks this early. I said, oh, honey, just wait till we get closer to the holiday. You thought you've seen something. Stay tuned.
She don't like that shit.
All that to being said, it took maybe almost 24 hours to wake up.
I thought she was dead.
How her eyes look now.
They were gunky as fuck this morning when I wiped her face.
And then she good now, ain't she? That Benadryl worked.
It does.
Is she finally wearing off? It's finally waking up. She drinking, she eating. But when that Benadryl lay her out, that's only a one in that we ain't doing that often. Like that was just to get her straight. Like we kept her walks short. She can't go. The other thing is Mabel like to roll around that grass. She like to go roll in the grass, go lay up in the grass, go smell all the flowers. And it's like, ma'am, you got allergies and Michigan is at prime season. So you cannot do that at all. So that was something that happened, but we done survived. All the folks who got dogs, y'all got some other suggestions for the ones who got allergies? I know I was reading in the vet said that you just need to wipe her off with a warm rag every day just to get that pollen off her fur. Because what it is start itching her and stuff, but she's doing so much better. Nets, we got a little update, y'all, or kind of an update. We need a poll. We're getting to the point where I got to figure out where I'm going to go and work and where we going to live at. As you know, we were between Detroit and California. I think we might end up in New York. What y'all think about Niram and Nayambi moving to New York? Niram?
I think it's pretty exciting.
What?
I think it's exciting times. It is. It's exciting times in the Niram and Nayambi household.
New York, y'all.
We done lived in white ass New England, which consists of Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We done lived in Maine. We done lived in Detroit. We done lived in California. I done lived in Tennessee.
And now I think Nets on the radar.
It's NYC, New York.
Y'all think that's good energy, bad energy for us? First of all, where we need to stay at in New York?
Yes, for all the people, our New York listeners, please call in.
No New Yorkers.
New Yorkers too.
Yeah. Shout out to the Heights. We're gonna talk about it.
Please call in because I don't know where to stay. If we do we go to Jersey? Is that where it's cheaper at? Do we go to Brooklyn? Do we try to find something in Miami? We got 2 cars. What do we do with these 2 cars?
I think we're going to get rid of at least one of them, which is going to feel weird.
We got
not
a big
having
ass
2 cars.
sectional.
We have a king size.
We got a king size bed. Can king size beds fit in New York bedrooms?
What do y'all do in the winter?
What do y'all
Like
do?
in my
winter?
head, you just don't leave the house.
How much does it snow in New York?
Y'all refrigerators is little. I like food.
Y'all barely got dishwashers.
Them stoves is little. How am I supposed to cook oxtails, collard greens, sweet potatoes,
You know,
mac and cheese, peach cobbler, all at the same time?
so I follow this girl. Her name is Roz the Diva.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roz. She was just talking about that. 'Cause she was talking about
We likes to eat over here.
she was turning down like a deal or something because it didn't work out, like a brand deal.
Yeah.
And she was like, with that money, I could afford to buy an apartment that had a counter. She said, because this fucking apartment ain't got no counter. And then she showed it. It was just the kitchen.
Yeah.
It was the stove, and then it was the sink. And the sink was like, it just overflowed a little bit, and there was nothing else there.
Can't cut up a carrot.
She said, I want a fucking apartment that at least I can afford a counter. I said, shit, she ain't got no counter.
Is we about to do this, y'all?
My God, y'all know I'm big as all outside.
Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, what?
And now I'm about to go on these small. I'm over here trying to get space.
And we just keep.
We just keep getting smaller and smaller. I'm trying to get space.
It's not final yet, but it's definitely an option. And we'll keep y'all up to date. Because y'all imagine what that move going to be.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
We moved a lot.
And then the thing is, even I moved to New York, New York ain't forever.
Mm-mm.
New York 2 and out. New York is 18 to 24 months and out. But we need y'all help.
Yes.
Are any of y'all realtors, brokers? Y'all go to what? Street Easy, Streetwise? What are we supposed to do? What is the neighborhoods?
Yes.
I know the gentrification is real. I don't even think a Harlem and Brooklyn is secure enough anymore.
Where are the black bougie people? Where do they stay? Because preferably Miami would like to stay there too.
What is that supposed to mean?
Miami.
How do you define the black bourgeois?
They know who they are. I don't have to define-
They tend to be members of the sisterhood of no sisters.
Exactly. They know who you are. So if you're black and bougie, and you know what it is, you got a taste for finer things,
But you still got to be with your people.
but you still got to be with your people. Where do you stay
You
at?
literally tote the line. Literally. One step you here, another step you over there.
You like nice things. You like to be around black people,
But you also like bodega chicken.
but also you don't want to be around when niggas lighting all them damn fireworks because you got to go to bed. You gotta rest easy because your 10-pound dog will have anxiety. Where does those black people stay?
Yeah, I don't got time for Mabel to be competing with King down the block.
Yes.
They fighting with each other.
Exactly.
King, the German Shepherd. I don't think I remember a lot of black people in New York with dogs. Is that a thing?
Yes, I've seen a couple. Well, yeah, DMX. I think they had pit bulls and shit.
So I need a nice balance. I don't know. I'm excited about it. How are you feeling overall, though? You feeling good, or we're getting closer? We're getting closer
feeling
to
hopeful.
permanent.
I'm feeling hopeful.
Not
Yeah,
hopeful.
I'm feeling hopeful
Okay.
because I think there's a lot of our life is pretty much in flux.
Yeah.
And since this podcast, y'all got us on the move. We done been here 4 years. We done moved twice.
Yeah.
I think we have been in a lot of transition. I would say since we graduated undergrad, like I would say every 2 or 3 years we'd have made
It's
some type of
something.
big move.
Yeah.
Whether it's buying a house, selling a house, moving to a different state, moving across country,
Moving back across country.
moving back cross country, staying with parents. Now thinking about the next move, like we've been having a lot of transitions. I think for myself, I'm just looking for like stability.
I agree.
And I think that this might be our last move, regardless if we go back to California
Or we go somewhere else.
or go somewhere else. I think this is gonna be our last big move before we think about settling down, growing some roots. I won't say settling down, but like growing roots.
And we still got the brown black baby on the radar.
Yeah.
That's just gonna tie them to my back.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all,
You're gonna tie them to
am I
neighbor.
gonna get? Am I? Did you say go have Mabel working?
Yes.
What is Mabel gonna do in New York?
I don't know because there's not much grass.
And she love a grass.
She loves
a
grass
country
and
girl.
fields and everything else.
Oh my! And she gonna have to wear shoes every day.
She loves to trace a bird.
And she gonna have to wear shoes.
Oh my God!
Every day she gonna have to wear shoes. She can't come in my house with them bare paws.
So
from just walking the streets of New York.
Yes.
Do you know what grows out there?
You talking about a rat might take off with Mabel because she's
Listen,
so small.
when we was probably almost 3 years now due to COVID. Oh my goodness, COVID has just took 2 years off our lives, haven't it?
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were going to some restaurant. Where were we at? What restaurant were we going to?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good one too. We got some good Pernell there. And the rat, it was like 3 of them. They were so big, they made me cross the street.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was like, oh no, this Day Street. I ain't never seen the rats out in daylight.
Yeah, we was visiting T.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, ta-da-da. And it was like a nice, beautiful spring day, wind in my hair, gallivanting down the street.
One rat ran by.
Look, Jay-Z and Beyonce, New York, playing in the back of my head. Me and him thinking we cute. And I said, what's that? We heard the bags. I can't even. I said, what the fuck is that? I said, oh, shit, this his street.
And then look.
And then they scampered across the street. I said, oh, this his street. This must be his house. And it was like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I thought they'd come out at least at 9.
So, are you ready for that lifestyle?
No, I'm going to be bitching.
Because you're going to see some rats.
Oh, I know that.
And depending on the apartment, you might see it in the apartment.
No, unacceptable. Got to get all the steel wheel. No, unacceptable. We're going to have to pay that extra money. No. Outside I get, but they can't become green. I'm taking a shower singing. Lift every praise. I'm singing my worship melody. And then, better yet, and you know who's going to tell us is in there? Mabel. Near she just talking to the ancestors. No, she talking to Stanley the rat.
Not Michael Jackson Stanley.
That's
What's his name, Stanley?
What's his name, Stanley? I thought it was. She talking about get away from my food. Mabel can't free eat no more.
The show game.
I'm like, listen, sis, we eat at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. You got 15 minutes. But then I think about just New York is New York.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I be talking shit about New York. It's dirty as hell. I remember we used to live in white ass New England. I would come home from New York and put all my clothes in a bag and immediately wash it. It wouldn't matter if I come home at 5 p.m. or 3 in the morning. The clothes of New York would not cross my threshold. So we're going to have to figure out like what a strip down routine is.
Well, hopefully we'll have a place or apartment that has laundry inside.
Oh, not hope. Not hope. I'm paying the premium for that.
Oh, okay.
It is a non-negotiable to have a washer and dryer.
See what
I'd rather have a washer and dryer than a second bedroom.
See what I mean about bougie blacks?
Nero.
No.
We could barely take groceries in from the car, and now we're going to have to learn and get our resilience. So see, this is why I'm taking a cycling class, because now we're going to have to walk, I'm assuming, to get groceries.
Oh my God.
And then walk back. So you think I'm about to carry my drawers down? Shout out to Black Ink Crew 125. And so my new bra is now in the corner of Lennox. And you know I'm a little prideful, so I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna act like I ain't even drop it.
Excuse me.
Is that your titty sack?
Excuse me, Black Queen.
What?
You dropped your titty sack.
Oh my goodness. Give me that shit. That's my expensive, bro. That's expensive. Is these your Spanx? Near and wear biker shorts. These your shorts?
Hey, these your drawers.
Got to rewash them. Got the COVID variant 3 on them.
And, you know, they hold it with a fingernail. You know how people hold it with a fingernail? They don't want to use their whole finger, so they use the fingernail on the very corner of the edge of it.
This yours.
Yo, these your dirty ass drawers.
Oh, nasty.
Give my shit. This shit clean.
So I imagine that, but I am excited about if we do decide to move there, just the culture, the diversity of Black people, just the diversity of what it means to be Black is always super enlightening to me when I
especially
go to
in New York.
It's always just super. It's like
Black folk in New York is lit.
Black people in New York, all types of Blacks, the civil rights Black, the folks from the Caribbean, the folks from the islands, the folks from South America, the Puerto Rican, everybody brings joy to my face. Like, even if it's on some fuck shit, even at the end of the fuck shit, I find myself smiling. Like, yeah, that was some ghetto shit. But I love it. Can we talk about the food?
Oh my God.
I cannot wait. Can we talk about just the culture of it all? Can we talk about
dollar pieces,
oh no, I want to talk about that.
chopped cheeses.
Oh my God. Can we talk about the concerts? Because shit about to open up. Can we talk about, I'm a nerd. Can we talk about Broadway? I'm big Vats. I'm going to see a Broadway play.
Yeah, me too.
Cannot wait. I'm not going to Times Square, but I am going to see a Broadway play. Can we talk about the shopping?
Yes.
I'm excited, y'all.
You know, especially for, you know, people who can fit, you know, because they be having those, what's the names, those trunk sales and shit.
Yes. So send us some good energy or some advice.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna go on the journey with
Right.
us. So
Sir
you'll figure
Jeffrey,
out if
where
we
you
doing
at?
it. Sir Jeffrey in Detroit. We supposed to meet up with him.
Well, he done been in New York. Nigga, where you stay at?
Yeah.
Where the Black
Nira,
Bougie
what's
stay?
your check-in? You said Sir Jeffrey Black Bougie. He the king.
No, he ain't the king of Black Bougie,
What
but
is he?
he done been around enough black people there. You can be like, oh, that brother or
different-
sister, they bougie.
The different areas.
But they like to stay connected.
stay connected. It's a different level of Black Bougie.
But they like nice things.
Yes. Go ahead, Nira. What's your check-in?
Where they at, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
A few things.
Okay.
Did you know
Let me buckle in.
that Outkast or Big Boy from Outkast is renting out the Dungeon, their home studio, on Airbnb?
What?
Yes. I'll say it again. Big Boy from Outkast.
What you mean a dungeon?
You know, they studio that they produced their first album in.
Yeah.
You know, the Dungeon. You know,
Is that in the project? So where
I
is that
don't
at?
know.
Is it in a gentrification? Pull it up.
Here you go. It's on Airbnb.
How much it is a night?
Right now, it's accordingly it's $25.
It's the
a night.
hood. Read off the credentials.
The Dungeon is where Andre 3000 has spent countless hours writing songs.
Why he say N-I? Why did he say?
Because you know it's him.
Go ahead.
Or no, you don't.
Exactly.
And I wrote countless songs and producing beats that became the Outkast early albums. Atlanta taught me the power of community, so in celebration of Black Music Month, I am inviting fans into the home where Southern hip hop was born. Bookings open 1 p.m. Friday, June 25th for overnight stays from June 29th, July 1st, and July 3rd. Hell,
That's only 2 days.
that's 3 or 3 days.
Oh, he got a whole thing.
These one-night stays are not a contest. Guests are responsible for their own travel to and from
Interesting.
the space. Step inside my newly remixed house where you'll find a fresh take on the place where hip-hop history was made. You and the guests will live like music royalty for one night in a space designed to celebrate all of the Dungeon family success. The stay will bring to life the distinct sound and feel of Southern rap. Highlights includes guided access to the basement of the house.
I hope if I'm paying the Airbnb, I go to the basement.
90s relics where me and Andre 3000 recorded some of the early hits, including the debut Solar Pair, listed Cadillac music.
What?
I can't get it out.
What? Can you say it one more time?
Southern playalistic Cadillac music.
I don't know what you said. You talking about celebrate clack clack.
You know, I got this
this
speech impediment, and sometimes the
Okay.
shit just run together. You know that.
I'm sorry.
You over here
I apologize.
shaming my speech impediment.
Y'all niggas going there? I'm not. Let me see the pictures.
You can still see my signature on the wall if you look closely. Kicking back and playing music's in the room style to commemorate key Atlanta locations that inspired the Dungeon family tracks. Access to state-of-the-art studio outfitted with Yamaha audio equipment.
Oh, can you use the studio?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
look
now
like-
that might be lit. I wouldn't stay overnight. I would come and have a barbecue in the front yard.
In recognition to a significant impact on music education on my own career, Airbnb will make a one-time donation to Atlanta Public Schools.
This is interesting. Can we look at the pictures?
Yeah, let's look at
I'm
it.
worried that he don't show me the rest of the street, so I don't know what's surrounding it. It's cute. So every room is like themed as one of their different albums. Again, I don't think I would stay over the nights. I don't think I would stay overnight, but it feels like a good day party. Do they show a backyard? What you think, Nirams?
Yeah, I might try to.
I just don't know about the neighborhood and if people gonna be watching.
Even if they do, I'm pretty sure he got all types of security cameras and shit there.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
is
look at
a
that stripper
club?
pole. Look at that pole.
Oh, we could do some. This might be a lit day party.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. Again, no overnight. But if you just had a party here, that might be lit.
This shit is nice.
What?
Shit. I'm trying to go just so I can celebrate my
$25 a night seems cheap.
It is.
It's just that $25 worries me a little bit.
But I think it's because it's only those 3 days, right?
Okay.
It's literally a couple of days.
Okay.
So I think he's just doing it for that to commemorate, what do you say, Black Music Month?
Yeah.
So I
and
think
then maybe broader. It could, like, because that could be like a museum or something.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Okay. Alrighty. Hosted by Big Boy. Do he got any more properties? I love a good normal.
Look, I'm about to contact Coast.
What's up? Is Andre 3000 gonna be there? Can you come in? And I imagine he made some guest appearances.
Mm-hmm. Look, contact Coast.
Don't do this, Nero.
Hello, I'm interested in staying.
What you gonna say? Love is ever evolving.
I'm interested in staying. Can you tell me about parking?
Stop doing this, Nero. Do not bother this man. You gonna play it off?
Yeah.
Hello, this is amazing. Can you tell me if there's gonna be parking available?
Like parking available.
Also, I noticed you say you don't take dogs, but we have a 10-pound poodle. Could
Right.
she come?
Like, is that? Can you make it an exception? We're willing to pay for a cleaning fee.
Stop wasting niggas' time.
What you talking about? If I get it, I'm going. June 25th through the 1st to July 4th.
Who gonna go there with you?
Hopefully you, but if not, I'll just be there by myself.
Any more updates you got there? Let's keep it
What?
moving.
No, I'm excited about this shit.
I said okay.
Love is ever evolving. I'm about to
Please.
put in this shit.
What, June 25th?
What today is? Oh, the 17th.
Juneteenth coming.
Yeah, it is.
Did y'all see that writ that into federal law?
Yeah. So that does
Joe
that mean,
Biden said, no problem.
So that means we get a paid day off?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna enact this year, niggas. It's a little bit more than a paid holiday, but that's a win.
It is a win.
I'm excited.
Excited for that.
I know a lot of people are like, well, this is gaslighting because other stuff. Yeah, I agree. Yes, you're not wrong. Shout out to Cubicle Warrior language. If you need a way to talk to your direct reports about them proving a point, just like you're not wrong, and then proceed to tell them what the hell you need them to do regardless. Okay.
Did you see, what was it? The Calm app is going to pay the fines for Naomi Osaka and any other athletes who decide to
It shouldn't be a fine. They're so trash.
Crush. But, I think that is marketing at its best right there.
I think so.
That is great marketing. I don't know who a part of their team or who in turn was like, hey, we should pay for her fines.
Yeah.
And pay for everybody else's fines. That's amazing. Like, that's how
that's what's supposed to be.
Branding and marketing and like doing shit that's on point works out.
Good, and also good for her for standing her ground.
Yeah.
Like, good for her saying fuck you. And it just reiterates this narrative we often talk about y'all with, right? And the treatment of Black athletes. Don't get me wrong, like, I know sometimes we tear them up, but just the lack of humanize them. Like, they literally treat them like objects that they can kind of toy around with.
Yeah.
And this is why we often say the thing, like, athletics is great and we appreciate it, but some of them, like, you just got to know where you stand. You just got to know where you stand. I ain't gonna go too deep because Nero, I know you used to do athletics. Like, did it ever feel that way to you? Like, was there ever a moment where you transitioned and felt like an object, like you weren't even human anymore?
That's why it's hard for me to even watch sports. Because I know how the white folks is. I know how Black people are.
How was the experience for you? Like, when did it get to that point?
I think the thing is, like, it started as soon as I graduated from high school. Like, once you get there and like all these things that like goes along with it, like, oh, we need to see how much you lift. We need to see how fast you run. We need to see all these things in order to figure out where you fit into all of this. Well, hell, I would even say the combine, like the NFL combine, all the shit that goes along with that. So yes, you start to feel like objects because it's like all you there to do is to win. Yeah. And then it's like, well, shit, what if you part of the trash ass team? Yeah. Y'all niggas ain't winning.
Or just the lack of like that y'all are humans and you have thoughts and opinions and emotions, right? Like this situation with her to be like, sis says she's sick.
Yeah.
So back off. What do you mean there's a fine because you're sick? Like, it's so ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. But good for her, and shout out to, was it Calm?
Yeah.
Good for them.
And the thing is, it's a vicious circle or a cycle, right? Because I get it. Like, the press needs something to talk about. and shit like that. But how about y'all talk about her not doing this and how amazing it is versus being like, oh, we need her to talk about her loss and how she feel and process this shit all right now.
I agree. Or like, is this time to do a different format of it? Does it have to happen immediately after?
Yeah.
Anywho, good. What else going on with you?
That's it. Other than that, you want to get some pillow talk?
Yeah, let's get into some pillow talk so we can do some Shout Out Friday. Y'all know I'm here in the Heights. Woo, baby. Y'all is tearing up In the Heights on HBO Max. First of all, can we just give a shout out to HBO Max, who is delivering consistent good television since the pandemic started? Didn't HBO Max launch as soon as the pandemic started?
Yes.
And they have been getting
the bag
from it. Can we just acknowledge one show that I'm watching on HBO Max that I am loving every moment of is In Treatment. So what's her name? Duzo.
I don't know.
Can you? It's a black lady who played Crazy Eyes in Orange Is the New Black. When I tell you, sis is acting and deserve an award, she is serving everything. Uzo Aduba. Sis is getting it. So for folks who don't know, In Treatment features a psychologist confronting some uneasy personal truths. So what it is like you get the inside look of what it is for someone to be a psychiatrist, counselor, therapist. And every week she has like 3 patients that goes with you throughout each season. So the name of the episode will be week 1, patient Julie, and you literally see what the intake process is. You see what they talk about, you see what they balance, and then on the behind the scenes, then what you get to unpack is see then how the therapist processes and unpacks and take care of themselves. And when I tell you Uzo is giving Dr. Brooke realness, and the thing is, this has been going on for some years. It took a break. Like it came on in the early 2000s, late 2000s, and it was like a white guy therapist. Took a break, and now it's coming back with Uzo as the black therapist. She is serving it. And also the folks in here that she's therapizing are kind of a mixed bag. So one is a woman of color, a young teenage woman of color. Then you also got Anthony Ramos. Shout out to the Heights. Shout out to, he played Mars, and She Gotta Have It. He been everywhere. He's playing something. And then there's also this white man who basically, well, actually I go through each of the patients. So the black girl, young black girl, is basically this, I would say, middle to upper class black girl who has been prominently raised by her grandmother, and her father is extremely rich. Her mother left for whatever reason, and she's literally battling with like anxiety, adolescence, her sexuality, and some other shit. We still pulling back the gamut on what that is. And then with Anthony Ramos, he's playing like this Latino guy who is a caretaker for this family, and he doesn't have contact with his family, so he's constantly looking for connection and nurturing. And he's previously got the diagnosis of being bipolar, but Uzo or Dr. Brooke is like, I don't think that's what you got, sir. And so he's balancing to be like, this has been a part of my identity all these years, and I've been able to explain so much shit away. If that is not the case, what the fuck is going on there? Right? Why am I unbalanced? Why am I like, what is going on? So that they're navigating through that. And then lastly is this white guy who basically was this huge tech giant, and he went down for some white collar shit, and he is balancing like, I was the shit, they canceled my white ass for fucking what? This is trash. Like, what's going on? And she's navigating through that. And then the doctor herself, she's going through some shit because she came, I'm assuming, from a upper middle class background. This is all happening during COVID. Her father passed away. They didn't have the best relationship. She actually got pregnant earlier on, and she gave her child up for adoption. And she's battling a little bit with some alcoholism. So you wrap all that shit up in a black woman who's a therapist, who giving advice, who drink that hen dog when y'all leave. And I'm talking about drinking the hen dog.
Not drinking that hen dog.
Drink hen dog warm. Ooh. Not even no ice.
Jeez.
And she take it, and she don't even do that. And when I tell you sis be coming dressed to the nines, Uzo serving what Nayan be serving. Thigh meat and titties. And she's looking good. Good. With a T in the house. She is just in the house dressed. Like, I'm taking note on all her outfits, because whenever I get back outside and got to go to work, I'm going to be serving Dr. Brooke. Because she come in with power suit. She comes in with structured flowy. If you are looking for a good show to watch, go ahead and look for it. It's In Treatment. Don't start at the first season. I think it's season 4. Wait, keep scrolling. Scroll on down till you see the black people. And I think all of them are up now. So if you're looking for a good binge watch, if you're looking to get away from your family, when it rains, go ahead and tear it all the way to the ground. Now, back to HBO Max, In the Heights. Ooh, yeah. So In the Heights, the highly anticipated TV adaptation of the hit Broadway musical from Lin-Manuel Miranda, directed by John Chu, a.k.a. that Hamilton crew. Hit your shot, Niram. What they be saying? You're not going, no. What's the song you like from Hamilton that you can't stand? They be rapping.
Something about the room where it happened.
No, hit my shot.
I'm not going to miss my shot. I'm not going to risk my, I don't know what happened. I'm not going to miss my shot.
Shout out to the black nerds out there in that Hamilton crew. It was cute. And also to the folks for the Hamilton. I think the Hamilton is a very particular crew of people who enjoyed it. It was a good play. It was a good play. I know Nia and I go back a lot of times where like we both appreciate the artistic interpretation. But Nia and I both agree where we don't like Hamilton is where they're placing black and brown people in roles of white colonizers who literally destroyed people's lives. We don't think it's necessary to see ourselves in those colonizers. Where Lin-Manuel is saying, no, we should see ourselves in the creation of like the United States and blah, blah, blah. I get what he's saying, but me and Neil's like, don't put us in that. What's that, like that Nene me? Now, how I get into it? Because you know the way the children think, although we know these are very white men who did all of this, the children might begin to think that it was a little bit more diverse than maybe what it is, or a little bit more open, welcoming and receiving, and not so oppressive. The only thing that was accurate was the interpretation of the king. He was spot on who played that role.
Yeah, he was bad.
And we just know, and especially Nia and I working with the youths, we just know how impressionable they can be.
Could they be thinking Anthony Hamilton? Well, not Anthony Hamilton.
There you go. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking the King of Charlene helped create the Declaration of Independence. And that's not true.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. So that's something we navigate, and we go back and forth with Hamilton. I would say it's almost similar critique than this one. Like, I'm gonna start with the good, right? Because you can't tear a bitch down without extending a hand forward.
What?
I never heard that. I'm a good woman. You can't tear a bitch down without extending a hand forward. I'm gonna start with the extending a hand forward.
Okay.
Why you haven't heard that?
No, never. But okay.
So it was good. It was singing. It was a lot of singing. I don't mind it. Niram ain't the one for musicals. No. When did you know it was going to be a musical?
As soon as it cut on.
Why?
I'm not going to miss my
It did not come on with that.
It was like a continuation of Hamilton.
It literally came on singing.
It's like the same cadence, and I think that's the thing that threw me off. It was like the same cadence and everything.
Well, it's the same cadence because what made Lin-Manuel Miranda unique is that he didn't use the traditional Broadway musical like tone. He's using hip hop and R&B and soca, right? Like, what is it? You know more about music. The blacks and brown, we on what the 2 and 4 beat, or we on the 1 and 3?
We on the 2 and 4.
Whatever. Well, we on the 2 and 4. Were they on the other one? So that's why it sound the same to you. And a lot of them songs, even in Hamilton, a lot of them songs was based off like hip hop, golden age hip hop, and old R&B songs. So like, I think that's why you like, I know this. Also, that's why we're not impressed with Hamilton, because it's like, we know this song.
Yes, I know this song.
Where white people are like, oh my goodness,
my God, what is this?
It's going through my body, and it's just making me want to snap. Where it's like, we been knew this shit.
Yeah, this is biggie.
It don't make it not good or bad, right? But it just wasn't as revolutionary to us as black people as it was to white people. Anywho, singing, it was a lot. I don't mind. I appreciate Niram. He sat down and watched with me. Also, it was a cute story.
It was.
Again, I love Broadway. I love telling stories of like family, generational communication, appreciation for your hometown, right? Not forgetting where you from, like all those things. I liked it. I also love a good little love story in there.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with some black and brown love.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah. All the things, right?
Black love matters.
Also with some good one-liners in there. Like just the overall themes of like gentrification. Right? Like they ain't tiptoe around it. Like they showed what it looked like. They showed that gentrification comes in all shapes, colors, and sizes, and like these mama and poppy shops on how they getting up out of here, and how like in our community we're really rooted in that. They really showed like what it is to wanting to leave your hometown and not feeling that you can't, And because I know that was, again, I'm trying not to give too much so y'all can watch it too, because I do recommend you watch it, right? Like, I don't think the critiques are so horrible that we shouldn't support it.
Yeah.
But it was a character in there who was like, I just want to leave. I got to leave. I can't be here forever. Now, okay, I'm going to tell the truth, shame the devil. I kind of tease y'all New York people. Y'all be killing me when you be like, oh my goodness, I want to move to this place. And it literally be 3 blocks away. Like, in New York, I'm like.
You talking about from Washington Heights to the Bronx.
I be like, well, just move. Like, it's just.
Look,
and don't get me wrong, I understand the finances behind it. Like, sometimes it's like more expensive and you got to get approved, like, and those type of things. I was like, but you could like manifest some shit. Like, go there every day. Walk around, they just be like, child, you about to go across the bridge? Look, it don't even be winter, right? Because I can understand, like, this weather bad. But I was like, y'all know y'all could. These imaginary.
Washington Heights to the Bronx is 6 miles.
And again, I know I ain't grew up in Detroit, so I know I'm in New York, so I know the 6 miles is probably like 600 miles. But as an outsider looking in, it's like, sis, you're in your late 20s. Get on the train. Drive the 30 minutes.
How far is this from Manhattan?
Pay the Uber. And also, all that glitters ain't gold. Right? Like, I know you trying to get away from the mommy poppy shop, right? Or what all that type of stuff is. But low key, a lot of times your shit better than what that is over there. Like, I always tend to roll my eyes in movies, especially when they be in New York. There's like, I just got to make it uptown. Or I just got to make it downtown. Or I just got to cross the bridge. And I'm like, you could walk across the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, we about to see. If we potentially move there, we about to see how far it really is.
I mean, but the way they be saying it, like, I'm going to die if I continue to live here. Oh, well, go for a walk. Like,
look, it's what, 5 miles?
Go get out of here then.
Look, from Washington Heights to Manhattan.
Don't let it kill you. And again, I'm not demeaning like finances, gentrification, and like how hard it is to get approved. And y'all know, I know redlining is real, but the way in which they say it, like you can't even cross the street to get there. Like sometimes you got to visualize yourself there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to do like Ariana Stark, how she write a list of all her enemies. Mm-hmm. If you want to live in a certain place, sometimes you got to walk to that motherfucker every week. They'll be like, one day, honey.
How far is Washington Heights from Times Square?
This is why Nerum keep doing?
Because
New York is not big. It's an island, Nerum.
Literally, 7 miles.
Manhattan, New York City is not huge. But it's funny. We're outsiders, right? So we can say these things because when we drive into places, we got to get in the car every time.
Yes.
So it feel and hit a little different. So again, I understand that. It's more so jokes.
Yeah. Because I be tripping when my friend be like, "Oh, I ain't about to go to the city," and I was like, "What you mean? It's just right across the bridge." Nah, I ain't got time for all that. I'm like, I'm confused.
All that bullshit. Confused. And I know it's bullshit, but it's just like,
I gotta get on the train. The train crowded, or we gonna drive. It's gonna take 45 to an hour to get there. Then we gotta find parking, and then somebody gonna shit or something. I'm gonna piss on it.
That's why I gonna shit.
And I'm gonna step in some piss or shit. And gonna ride across my foot. And I'm like,
because us outsiders be like, people like spend their whole life getting to New York.
Yes.
Y'all got what they want.
Yes.
So again, I know it's different when you're living there. So it's all jokes, y'all, but it's kind of not. Mm-hmm. Navigating imposter syndrome. What?
I'll be as a trip.
Imposter syndrome. We all know what it is. I know a lot of us, especially the Black academics, what it is to go to college and all this weight is on your shoulder. And you come back and be like, I just want to be home. I don't want to be there no more. I think I seen on Instagram, sometimes sending your kids to the all white school don't give them justice, y'all. That ain't what they need. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
And we know. I think the most powerful line I had there was they said, as a parent, knowing when to fall back because your child has a vision for a future
that you can't see.
You've never dreamed about. I don't know what line that was in, but they hit that line, and I was just like, play it back now. The daddy said, because I think the daughter presented him with something, and he was like, wow. And she was like, what, you mad? She was like, no. He was like, this is the moment I've anticipated and I've also dreaded. And she was like, what's the moment? And she was like, realizing that I have to fall back and I can no longer provide you certain levels of guidance because the future you have for yourself is much brighter, bigger, and broader than I ever could imagine for you.
You must ain't met Naomi mama.
And
because she always got some type of
always got feedback.
Always got
no matter if she know what I'm talking about or not, she got feedback. Even when I'm like, I'm not looking for feedback. She said, okay, great. Now, I know you're not looking for feedback.
But this is what I got.
It's just one thing I got to say. I said, so you missed all of that. But it was just that moment. And I imagine as a parent, you hit that. And it's what you hope and dream for. But also you get nervous because now your kid is going to an area where it's like, I don't know where you're going. And I'm just have to love and lead from the behind and support you as you go through all of that type of stuff. And I think as folks of color, we need to like examine that point more, and we need to empower our kids to be in that space, and we need to like truly learn to lead from the back and like pushing them forward and knowing that you got something. We gonna be here.
Yep.
Keep going. I know it's scary. I know it's unknown, but I thought it was beautiful. What you think about that, Nero?
No, I think that's some hot fire. That's some hot fire knowledge right there.
Ain't it? Knowing when that you've reached your capacity for the dream you have for your child.
Yes.
Whew. And theirs is bigger. Oh,
bigger than what you ever thought of.
Oh. Like that, it took my breath away. All right, now let's get into the shit. The critique, I'm sure y'all heard it. It was a lot of light white passing Latinx folks.
Oh my God, wasn't it?
I'm assuming it wasn't intentional, but as a brown skinned woman, it stuck out to me. When I went to this part of New York, it was a lot of dark skinned Afro Latinx folks. Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican, all the other Caribbean, Central American countries. Like just this erasure of blackness. We got to stop it. Like, we just have to stop it, and we got to call it out. And who was it? Rita Morero, who is an OG Latina woman in the game. The way in which she just swept it under the wrong rug. This is when we got to kindly, graciously bring our elders in and say, not today. Where's Monique? This is equivalent to our bonnets. See, we worried about bonnets. And she just cavalierly saying it's okay, wait for your turns, Blackies. Like, I don't know what you want. Basically, what she limited and said was like, I guess someone asked her about it, and she's like, you can't win them all, and you're just doing the best, and that's what we got. No, Rita, that's not good enough. You should say, look, hit a Nyambi, you're not wrong. And just smile. That would have been better than like, you can't do it all, you can't please everyone. Right, that's almost equivalent to when I think of like white people, and I'm taking to my corporate America experience, and they say, "Oh, there's no pipeline for black people." They're not there.
Well,
we put the most qualified people in a position because that's what they said. Oh no, we selected the people who would be most qualified for that. So you telling me Amara La Negra wasn't free to do any of this? You telling me there's no brown, black men or women who could have qualified? The only brown, black parent person who was in it was just civil rights black, and it was Dr. Dre. Who's that boy name? That boy who played Dr. Dre in NWA?
Yes.
He not even Afro Latinx. So I'm even arguing why he in there, and I get it that black, brown people, everybody don't got to be that. But he the only one who in there ain't do it.
Yeah.
And Near I'm so slow that the girl who was one of the main characters went to the salon and came back with her hair. And he was like, oh, what happened to her hair? She got it crimped. I said, she's Afro Latinx. That's supposed to signify the curls, the kinks.
That shit did not look like no
Nero was confused. Nero said, why she crimp her hair? I said, that is her texture.
That was not her texture. They put a Latinx wig on her.
And like, even as we go on, I found myself looking at this as a white romantic comedy until an Elder or they dropped a soca beat. Then I was like, oh shit, I forgot we in the Heights. I said, oh, I forgot. They go to soca. They go to, what's it called? A bongo or some shit. Right. Then I was like, oh, okay. Or Anthony Ramos said something. Then I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Because especially the women, a lot of the women, if they just would have dyed their hair blonde, I would not have. And again, not taking away their Latina identity, but we've seen that.
Yes.
That is not something we've never seen before. But what we don't see is a lot of Amara La Negra. Come on.
What is she up to these days?
It should have been for this.
I know. She got to be free.
And then my heart started to hurt for the brown girls, who the Afro Latinas, who once again have been left out the conversation. And then on top of that, then you got an elder who come and be like, the best bitches who got the job got it. Then they put the Asian man up front. Why he do that interview with the Root? Emmanuel said not today, because he knew how the people was gonna be. He knew when it was on editing floor it was gonna be some fuck shit. But he just come back up because he had to get HBO Max their money, because he already done took the bonus.
He already took the money.
He back in Puerto Rico. He said, "Oh, they gonna cut up on this motherfucker." He said, I already know what the root gonna say. They put that Asian man up there asking them a question. He was like, colorism's huge
It is.
in the black and brown communities.
It surely is.
Or what I could think would have been a good way to show, like, call it out is just addressing the elephant in the room. Why didn't we address colorism in this? You could have addressed it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Broadway, right? It has that energy. So you could have called that out in a certain way.
Yeah.
And said something about it. But we didn't.
Yeah.
Then I seen all the New York people. They was like, I don't know what heights this is.
You know that shit was in Hollywood.
They said, this ain't the height. This must be the new heights. But it was still good. Like, it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute. But it did get a little glaring as we navigated through it. I was just like, ooh. Ain't no that.
No.
Only roles we can play is the ones that in the background doing a bop dance and the ones doing the nails. I said, what the Gone with the Wind?
It was bad.
It was glaring. It was one of those glaring mistakes that you're like, come on now. Now, and then here comes Nia's crazy ass. He said, now you like to put black, dark-skinned people and people who committed terrorism, but when we're talking, shout out to Hamilton, but when we're talking about happy, romantic love, you don't want to put black people in that. So obviously you have awareness for black people and dark-skinned folks. Nia. Shout out to Dr. Nia. He said he obviously don't have a problem putting us in those roles. And they got the best Negroes for that. Is it still going?
It won't stop.
Oh, the devil is up. Is it just going to keep going?
Yeah, just let it go.
But when we talk about romantic comedy, building legacy, business.
Exactly.
Is no way to find a nigga that's darker than a paper bag. Shout out to the South.
It was, yeah.
But it was good.
It was.
We can give critique. We can give critique without cancel. We can give accountability without cancel. I recommend everyone watch it and support it. Now, Lin-Manuel, don't come with this bullshit again. This is your warning.
What's his next thing?
This gonna be real black. I guarantee that. It's gonna be real black.
It's gonna be niggas rapping and spilling.
It's just gonna be real black. I guarantee that. Well, you know, Lin-Manuel will take his time, honey. He like J.K. Rowling. We ain't gonna get nothing from him for another 4-5 years.
Well, shit.
And he don't need it because his stuff is so big. He's
Shit.
brilliant.
Between Hamilton and In the Heights.
I mean, he's brilliant. I ain't mad at him.
And he went from In the Heights to In the Heights movie. I'm just waiting on Hamilton movie.
They didn't put that on Disney. They just doing live action.
Oh.
Just do it that way. You said, Hamilton movie. I don't know nobody want to see that in movie form.
Yes.
How they gonna do that? That's like what's called Bridgerton.
Yes.
No one want to see that shit. Just like nobody want to see Bridgerton.
I'm in the room where it happened.
Shut up. I love Leslie Odom.
Nationwide is on your side.
You see, they done replaced him with Jill Scott.
I seen that.
Jill Scott song ain't catchy. She playing Sheila. I don't like when she plays Sheila. You don't know who Sheila is?
From Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah. I hate when she be like, oh my God. What's that? I hate that baby talk.
I think that's her real personality.
No,
though.
I don't think so.
Well, because when she was up there with Jill Scott, she was doing like the same
You mean
thing.
Erykah Badu?
Erykah Badu.
So you think Jill Scott is really Sheila?
Yes.
Oh my God. Move, Sheila.
I really think so.
You drive up.
Because even when she was with Erykah Badu, she was real bashful. Hey, Erykah.
Nationwide is on your side. Girl, speak up.
Hey, Erykah.
And Erykah, what?
I mean, I really like
I don't like when she plays Sheila.
I really like your music.
I don't like when grown women talk baby talk. It bothers me.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like when grown women baby talk. Just use your full voices. It bothers the fuck out of me. And y'all know I stand for Jill Scott. Actually, that's one of the first. Is she doing an outdoor concert?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see a nice Jill Scott. I'm trying to do a nice little outdoor concert that's nice and intimate. Mm-hmm. But we still be outside. I need to social distance. I'm not ready to do a concert indoors yet. But that's what I thought. Go watch it. Y'all let me know. What about my New Yorkers? How y'all feel about it?
Yeah, New Yorkers.
Y'all speak on it. You let me know if I'm out of place. I'm civil rights black. But I felt the way as a civil rights black.
Sure did.
I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Now I know for the facts. It was a lot of people from Dominican. I said, so everybody, it's like, never mind. I don't want to get canceled.
Please.
I apologize for the things that I just said.
Prayers to all those involved.
All prayers of those involved, respectively, Lin-Manuel. I don't know that man respectfully.
You want to
Disrespectfully. What is it? Is it respectfully or disrespectfully?
It's respectfully.
Oh, who made that up? I'm about to say disrespectfully. I don't know that man. Well, that's Keke Palmer. I don't know who this man is. I'm just letting you know as a chocolate brown girl.
No, yeah, we're putting all the memes together.
I seen this and I was like, wow, ain't no chocolate brown people in the Heights.
Naomi is putting all the memes together.
Very light.
The thing is, we didn't have so many episodes that even if we literally had to have a team go back and listen to hours and hours of problematic stuff to figure out what we need to take out.
I've grown and evolved. I apologize to all those involved disrespectfully. Come on. Is it Shout Out Friday?
Yeah.
What you say, Quentin?
We ain't getting no 5-star rating reviews.
Wait, is it respectfully or disrespectfully?
It's respectfully.
Who started that?
I don't know.
Respectfully. I don't know that man. Yeah.
But
I don't want to speak on that man.
When you get vulgar, you be like, disrespectfully, nigga.
Oh, disrespectfully. I don't know that man.
So we ain't got no Shout Out Friday. Or no, disrespectfully, ain't no 5-star rating reviews. I don't know how many times I got to guilt trip y'all niggas into leaving reviews.
Okay.
But we ain't got no, but we do got some voicemails though.
Okay, let's go listen.
So let's go ahead and listen to some voicemails.
Okay.
Respectively, disrespectfully. I don't know that man. I don't know that
speak
woman.
on him.
Don't want to speak on him.
Hey, Black Love Matters family.
Hey.
So I'm a first time caller.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna call myself D because I don't know who all listening.
Because
I don't want nobody recognizing me.
Come on.
But yeah, so I just wanted to call, say hi to you guys.
Hey.
Love your podcast. I've been listening for a few years now. A friend put me on, and I've been hooked ever since.
Thank you.
Let me see. You know I'm a cubicle warrior,
Shout out.
so I got my little note.
Yeah.
Topics that I wanted to hit on really quickly. But first of all, I went to y'all website to get the voicemail number. The address still say white ass New England, so y'all might need to change that.
Nero.
So let me see. I'm actually still. I gotta catch up. Because y'all know I don't got my normal commute anymore. I'm at episode 382, so I don't know if y'all already hit on some of these topics.
Okay.
But I was listening to your episode about, and let me hurry up for this lady cut me off. I was listening to your episode about DeBarge versus the Jacksons.
Yes.
Nayans, I'm with you. DeBarge all the way. I can listen to DeBarge songs, and let's not even forget, I don't even know if y'all talked about it, but the samples alone.
Come on.
Just from their songs are all hitters on top of the original. So I can listen to DeBarge straight through every single song from front to back.
Come on.
I don't know if I could say the same thing for all the Jacksons.
No, I can't.
I mean, because you got Michael and then you got the Jackson 5. Besides that, I
told you, Janet.
I don't know if I'm listening to Centipede by Reby, but anyway.
Janet be whispering too.
And then, the Fred Hampton, you were talking about Judas and the Black Messiah. Yeah. So there's a Fred Hampton.
Oh, I was getting into it.
She got cut off. She called back, though. She called back about 2 more times.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so, I don't have Skype.
All right, I'm going to try to talk a little faster.
No worries.
So there's a Fred Hampton documentary I saw not too long ago. I was trying so hard to find it, but I can't find it in particular, where they actually talked about, the detective work trying to figure out who shot who, because they tried to say it was a shootout. But anyway, there was the ballistics guy that they hired to debunk the whole story that was put together by the prosecutor. That's really good. I recommend you watch, anybody listening, watch that. But I recommend you guys watch that too.
Cool.
And then for Nerum, I know you were talking about you like internet sleuthing. I am a true crime buff, and I would highly recommend For Heaven's Sake. I think it's streaming on Paramount Plus, but it's this family. Their uncle went missing in 1934, and it was a cold case, and the great nephew and his best friend are trying to solve it. It's really good.
Send that
I just finished reading not reading, but listening to Just As I Am audiobook.
Yeah.
Baby, when I tell you, it is a masterpiece. Just the stories alone. It's a part when Cicely Tyson talks about ripping out some of Miles Davis tracks weave because he tried to put his hands on her.
Come on, I believe it.
About hollered when I heard that part. And I mean, it's not all jokes, but I'm telling you, the stories alone would get you. Probably gonna have to call back one more time.
Okay.
But there's another show that's a good show, but it's traumatic. I warn you. It's called The Underground Railroad.
Oh yeah.
And that's playing on Prime.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I couldn't stop watching it. I wanted.
Yeah, Underground is good. Nerum finished it. I
surely have. It's based off a book.
Yeah, and the book. Never mind.
I promise y'all, it's the last time.
Keep calling.
It's the last time. But so
it's
basically following this like runaway slave, Cora. She runs away on the Underground Railroad, but the way they play it is like the Underground Railroad is an actual railroad. It's a real like locomotive train, like underground, that black people done built, stations and everything. And she just rides the railroad trying to get away, and it's this slave catcher who's like on her tail. But like I said, it's a really good storyline. It's a little traumatic, I'm not gonna lie, but it's really good. And then finally, Nerum, your book proposal. Can we get like a little hint about what it's gonna be about? I mean, I know you don't want to give it away until it's sold and stuff like that, but can we just get a little taste about what it's about? So anyway, again, thanks guys for just giving us like a piece of yourselves, sharing, yourselves and everything with, with the community. I love what you're doing. Keep up the great work. And as always, love is ever evolving. Peace.
I love it. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to wait.
Oh my goodness. He's so dramatic.
Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all just know that I already got it. It's
already done.
It's already done.
Divine order.
Absolutely. Let's see who else called. It's already done.
I be trying to guess the number sometimes.
Sitting at my desk, cackling. Y'all went from family cookout to family planning to Nerum and his sock. I can't with y'all. This is why I still fuck with y'all.
You said my sock?
This is why I still roll with y'all. Oh my God. Y'all are comedy. I love y'all. How's Mabel? Give us a Mabel update.
She
all right.
in there.
Bye.
Thank you, sis. We all love life. That's all we showing you is how real life be.
It sure is. I think that's it.
That's it.
I think that's it. Let me just double check.
Nick,
I just want to double check.
Daryl may hit our stuff before.
No, I'm just making sure.
Okay, make sure.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, nigga forgot to scroll.
And there was one more.
Jesus.
I almost missed it, but I just wanted to make sure.
I like to do diligence.
Hey, y'all, it's Tanaja calling in to check in.
Hey.
Just tell y'all, I'm glad to hear back from y'all. I am listening to the most recent episode. I'm 8 minutes in and I am getting already ready down about these bras. I hate buying
bras.
So, but it's the summertime, so either I'm going to have to go braless or have to find some better ones. But you didn't have to read me down like that. What else I want to say? I haven't listened to the rest of the episode. I just had to stop and say, I feel real ashamed of myself. Because, baby, when I tell you I hate buying bras, so I will hold on to a good one.
Yep.
But, it's about time. It like you say, it's getting hot and all that other stuff. But anyway, that's all I want to say. I'm sure I'll call back once I finish listening to it, because you're probably going to tell me something else about my stuff that I need to get right. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. And, hey, Mabel.
Thank you. She said, hey. You got to buy bras, drawers, and stocks now.
Big facts.
You got to do it. Now I'm like Monique with the bonnets. Wear a good bra, drawers, and
what
socks.
What are you saying?
Almost come together. A bra, drawers, and socks. Now, if you go bras, you don't got to do it. But y'all know the ones who put on the bra and it's like, well, why you put it on? You should just go braless. If you're going to do it all the way. Same thing with them elastics in the drawers. Mm-hmm. All them holes and colors. Wait. Invest in yourself, beloved.
Yes, please do.
Holy ass socks. Throw that out. Or sew it.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Listen. Don't be just holes everywhere. Close us out.
To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment on anything we talked about, we can head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud and we got that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.